Hi everybody, this is Jim Egan, head of school, set up school with a Friday update. This is the final Friday of school. I'm actually doing this video at home before the school day ends because of a time crunch. I'm going to be heading out to an airport. But I do have some big news. I know there has been some troubling news today regarding some alleged threats. That's anxiety provoking. Certainly the situation with the pandemic is not ideal as we head into the holidays. That's anxiety provoking. But I think I have some news that is the opposite of that. And I told the staff yesterday, and then I told the kids this morning, so you're the last to know, parents. Sorry, the kids know before you, and I told them to tell you, so you might actually know by the time you watch this video. But yesterday I read this quote to staff. It's from Seth Godin, and it goes like this: "We don't try something simply because there's no downside. Instead, we intelligently choose projects where the downside is understood and the work is worth doing." Then I started to explain to them some things that I think about all the time. And so I will share that with you as well. I'm always thinking about enrollment, right? We're always going to have to increase our numbers to keep up with the demands put upon us that we put on ourselves in terms of our student-teacher ratio, right? We have one of the most incredible student-teacher ratios of any school in the area, for sure. And to really support our teachers, we're going to have our enrollment constantly sort of move forward. We have a conditional use permit. I don't talk about it as much these days, but it's really a crucial element of running a school in Silicon Valley. And parking and traffic are always something that I have to deal with. They're an issue I've got to deal with every day. Expenses, right? That's an issue I've got to deal with. Those are problems I have to solve. Are there creative ways to save? Are there opportunities to increase revenue in unique and new ways? And then our space. One thing that's become clear this year is that our space on Edison Way is being stretched and constrained, particularly outside, right, where kids can run and play. And I want to be able to provide enough space as a head of school for our robust co-curriculars and our athletics and our recess and our arts program. And so these are problems that are always on my mind. And so we also are going to have some other issues regarding our renovations, right? We're going to eventually, once the pandemic settles down, do fairly significant work on buildings 1 and 2, and we'll likely have to shut those buildings down in some capacity at some time in the near future. So this fall, an opportunity appeared, and I jumped on it as the head of school and reached out to the board of trustees, reached right out to Karen McCowan on our board, who's our board chair and founder of our school, and we got to work on the leasing of a facility that we all know because we use it right now, and that is the Sports House building, 3151 Edison Way. So the big news is starting January 1, Synapse will be taking on 3151 Edison Way and include that in our campus. That essentially doubles our footprint. It's about a 70,000 square foot space. And we are entering into a long-term lease. And there's a much longer story to this, and I'll speak to it at a town hall. But this happened because of being ready for an opportunity. We had folks in real estate who knew what to do. We have real estate attorneys ready to go who I've been working with, just cultivating a relationship with over the past 5 or 6 years. So if the opportunity occurred, we could move fast on it. And I happen to know the family down at Sports House who owns the building. And my son went to school with the owner of Sports House, the business, went to school with his son. They played lacrosse together in high school here in Silicon Valley. And I got to know that family. And so we were able to enter into an exclusive arrangement and see if we could work this out. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, wow, okay, this could be all sorts of things. First of all, I want to make something very clear. Right now, we're going to try and keep things as basically motionless as possible to keep continuity in place. Let me tell you why. There are subtenants in there: the sheriff, sports house, the company, as well as in the back there's a tenant, CrossFit, that rents something out in the back. And then there are providers that work within the building. Sface Basketball, Red Rocks Volleyball, and Academy Volleyball. Many of our students actually are in those programs after school, in the evenings, on the weekends. We're going to keep those operating. There's a grill in there that is run by a family, local family in the neighborhood. There are 18 to 20 kids that come and work there from the neighborhood. And so I made a commitment to those people that are down there running businesses, that they are safe and they are secure, and we're going to work with them. And what we'll be able to do is use the sports house throughout the day. Well, it'll be ours to use for PE, which we use always, but other things as well. But it's going to be a really interesting joint partnership. I'm really eager to embrace this community center. It's really going to be like a community center. And I think it's really exciting for our school. There's so much more to the story, but I certainly wanted to make it known that we have leased 3151, the building known as Sports House. And we start with that in January. It should really help us with parking, certainly with traffic. We'll be explaining how that will work throughout the winter. But this is exciting news for the campus, and as we keep growing, keep expanding, we're really working on problems that are wonderful to think about. What could this facility be for our students and for our community, and how do we really embrace North Fair Oaks and the folks who use that facility as well? So that's the news. It's really exciting. It's been an incredible amount of work throughout this fall for me. I want to thank the board. Certainly Raja and Karen, first and foremost, have been wonderful partners, and the leadership team who knew what was going on and really kept the trains running and on time so I could focus on this project. I'm sure there are lots of questions. Be happy to answer them. I will do a town hall in January, but this is really exciting news as we head off into the holidays. So focus on that. Have a wonderful holiday. I will see you in January. Be safe, be good, wear a mask, get tested, get your booster shot. See you soon.